I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then a middle P. How'd I get myself a bag before the bull run? How'd I take some should stick it in the bull. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then a middle P. How'd I get myself a bag before the bull run? How'd I take some should stick it in the bull. E-pop got me waiting 3 more hours. Sticking all these years higher than a tower. Having all these nodes feel like superpowers. Investing all this bread, never been a coward. Call me Mr. Bond, money in the vault. I stay in the front, feeling like the goal. Don't worry about the haters, got the detonator. I'll kill in every market, call me Terminator. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then a metal P. How'd I get myself a bag before the bull run? How'd I take some should stick it in the bull. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then a metal P. How'd I get myself a bag before the bull run? How'd I take some should stick it in the bull.
All right. Welcome, everybody. This is EMP.Money. This is our daily live AMA and Detonator rollover event. My name is AJ, and I'm the team lead here at EMP, and I'm usually joined by my co-host with the most, Bull Gates, but I think he's running a little bit late today. I don't know if LA is on. LA, are you there? I don't know if you're able to fill in as my guest co-host today until Bull shows up.
Some big shoes to fill, but I think I can help out until he's able to come on.
All right, awesome. Thanks, LA. So yes, welcome everybody. Again, this is our live daily AMA. We're here every single day except Fridays. Fridays are my only quote-unquote day off, but we still do a community-run AMA in our Telegram. So these are great. I know we've seen a lot of new faces around, and we're happy to have you. And speaking of new faces, well, this is an old face, I guess, in more ways than one, but he's back. Bull Gates. Bull, how are you, brother?
Waka waka waka. Yeah, sorry, I was caught up in another little channel, but I'm here. I'm ready to go. I'm going to do whatever you guys ask of me, so let's get it done, and let's regain PEG, and anything else we need to do, just post the feedback. Tell us what you want us to do. Let's get it done, and let's get some more people in here, asking more questions, just more excitement, etc.
Absolutely, Bull. No doubt, bro. I know both of us have been busy as hell. Bull's always in other chat rooms, kind of, exposing people to EMP. So LA, thanks for filling in. The 2 minutes of fame, right? No, LA's been great. She's also been a co-host of ours in the past, but Bull is very dedicated. So I think he's done more AMAs than I have, because he's the one that helps orchestrate the community-run AMAs. So shout out to Bull. We love you, brother. So, all right, we have some updates, and then we can get right into questions. We'll try to, again, leave as much time for questions as we can. The last few days have been a whirlwind, and so we've been really running short on time. But the number one thing today is the liquid capital pre-sale finished, and all the tokens were distributed today. So the liquid capital token is now live. Again, anybody who participated in the pre-sale should have their tokens automatically airdropped into their wallet. Do not fall for any scams. Do not claim tokens anywhere. Everything should have happened automatically. I'm going to give a quick recap, and then if there's any further questions, I would say definitely join the Liquid Capital Telegram. They'd be more than happy to help answer specific questions. But anybody that got into the Liquid Capital pre-sale through our EMP link or otherwise will be getting their tokens today. I know I have mine in my wallet already. I know a lot of you already do. I think the majority of them have been distributed, but they had over 3,000 wallets, so it was taking them a while today. If you have not gotten your airdrop, please get with them directly do not respond to any direct messages or scams. You don't need to connect to any website to get the airdrop. It happens automatically into whatever wallet you use to buy the pre-sale with. And there is the way to know that it's the official token is to use the official token address. Again, we have a pinned message with that token address in all of our socials, and it's also on all of Liquid Capital's socials as well. If you got in the pre-sale, you got tokens at 10 cents each, and you avoided any of the buying and selling taxes as well. And now the token is listed at 12 cents. But again, this is not a token that you want to be swing trading or selling, not financial advice, but this is a token that you buy and you hold. Again, the way the taxes are on the token, you really don't want to be trying to sell early because you're going to take a major haircut on the taxes. So it's a rebase token. So that means that simply by holding the token in your wallet every, I think it's 4 minutes or 4 hours, something like that. Every say a few hours, there is a rebase, which means you automatically get more tokens in your wallet, depending on how many tokens you have. The current daily yield is about 2% on those tokens, which is really phenomenal. So the idea is that, again, through their taxes, it really staves off selling pressure. And just by holding it, even if the token price doesn't appreciate, which I fully expect it will over time, but even if it doesn't, you're still able to profit because you're getting those rebases every few minutes or few hours. So really powerful. Again, happy to answer any questions specifically, but you really don't want to be dumping or trying to take profit early. It's about holding on to these tokens and letting the rebase really help make you money over time. And again, to avoid all those taxes as well on buying and selling. So if you have not gotten into the pre-sale, now would be a great time to pick up some Liquid Capital tokens. They have some amazing things in the works. Will be a major partner of theirs moving forward. They have an entire decentralized DEX orbital swap they've been able to acquire. So that will be a major revenue stream for them. They're working on a lending platform, which we will be heavily involved in by being able to borrow against your LP positions here in EMP and all their other partner protocols. So it's a project you want to be involved in. Again, not financial advice, but it's a great team. And as long as you have a long-term vision and time horizon, just like EMP, chances are you're going to profit substantially well. So, and that is not financial advice, but so yeah, really exciting. Bull, how about you, man? Did you see them launch everything? I don't know if you invested, but you probably got your tokens, right? Yeah.
Yep. Yes, I did. And so I was just going to say that the great thing about that is that when you guys have partners or find us partners, is they're good people. They have the same mindset. The getting to that goal might be a little bit different than here at EMP, but the key thing is that we attract the good people in the DeFi space and start building it in the direction that we all want to see. And that's that. It's not really a slow grind, but in crypto terms, it might be a bit of a slow grind versus like that 100x mentality that isn't sustainable. But now is going to be the time that we start building towards sustainability for the future. And that's really what's going to, be the roadmap for DeFi, I believe, because when we do that, I think there's just going to be more people that are really interested in the project, right? Because when somebody promises you that million style APY, and those are things that usually burn really bright for a little bit, but they extinguish really quickly too. So the roadmap really is like learning how to farm, learning the ins and outs of every system that you're in, learning about the people in it, educating yourself in all regards. And the good thing about the partners that are chosen at EMP are they're like I said, they're all on the same page. They're all wanting to make DeFi a better place. And it's all about attracting better people for the future, to build DeFi in the way that I think that most people really want to.
Yeah, absolutely, Bull. No doubt. And we never do a partnership of this caliber lightly. We do a lot of our own due diligence. We audit their code. We, again, have a personal and business relationship with their team and their founders. So we feel really confident that we can recommend other protocols that we believe in and that not only support our ecosystem, because remember, we got $123,000 as commission from pushing this pre-sale. We were the number one pre-sale partner with over $600,000 raised for Liquid Capital, and so in return we got that, and again, it opens up doors for us moving forward as well. I mean, Liquid Capital may also invest in other partners and projects that they have. Again, I'm sure we'd be high up on that list if and when that happens. So there's a lot of things that are synergistic by having good partners and good teams. And like Bull said, the same mentality here in the DeFi space. So, and they're building amazing stuff. I mean, we have spoken about the power of lending protocols. We had plans on building our own lending protocol if we had to. Jake is more than capable of that, but that would take a lot of time away from internal development on EMP. So if Liquid Capital can pull off this lending protocol, which I'm sure they can, their devs are just as talented as ours. And so what that means is that similar to Aave or other lending protocols on ETH, you're able to put up your LP position. So say you have $100,000 of EMP ETH LP, you're able to put that up as collateral and then borrow against that. Again, you don't want to be over collateralized. So a 50% borrow rate is probably the most I would ever feel comfortable doing. If you can do a lot less than that, you're better off, because if you do a huge collateralization, if EMP or ETH drops, then you can get liquidated and lose your entire LP. So you've got to be very, very careful. However, if you do a borrowing responsibly, there is no greater tool, financial tool, than that. I mean, it's how the rich get richer in the real world, and it's how, again, crypto whales utilize their position. So you borrow against your LPs. Again, say you have $100,000 in LP, you can borrow up to 25 grand to 50 grand of that, and that's in a stable token where you don't have to sell your LP position to realize profit. So you can use that money as profit for other projects or to pay your bills or whatever. Just remember that you have to pay that back eventually to get access to your original capital. Or what you can do is a bit of a hyper compounding situation where you borrow against your LPs, then you use that to reinvest into more LP. And by doing that, you almost get a self-sustaining loan where that new LP yield will pay off the loan over time. And now, again, you have even more than what you started with. And that will do wonders for our TVL. That alone could triple or who knows, 10x the TVL in the platform. So again, that's a little bit of a deep dive on the lending protocol. I didn't really anticipate going into it that much, but that is why Liquid Capital is so powerful and why we want to be, again, in bed with them, so to speak. So, all right, Bull, anything you want to add to that, or any other tributaries you want to go down?
Just the usual drum beating. Education is the key, really. That's the investment in yourself that, is never going to diminish over time and is only going to grow.
For sure, brother. So, again, make sure you check out Liquid Capital for all the other loose ends I may have missed. And if you have not already invested, um, now would be a good time to look into that. Again, not financial advice, but they are a project that's not gonna rug or disappear, or they actually have actual use case behind their token value. And remember too, LAR is the actual name of the token. It's called Liquid Auto Rebase, and that is different than LQD, which is their platform overall. So Liquid Capital is again the overall entity, and LAR is the name of the token. So don't get confused by that. You're gonna want to look for the LAR token, and only use the official contract address, which can be found in our pinned messages or in the pinned area of Liquid Capital's socials as well. So, all right, that's everything for the news and the alpha today. We have a massive week ahead of us. If you didn't hear some of the alpha from yesterday's AMA, we have some awesome things going live this week. One of which is the Detonator upgrades. Hopefully that will be ready by the end of the week. And also our ETH staking will release. We have some updates on the ETH staking, so I don't want to get into it too much right now. It's not bad news. It's not, nothing to be worried about, but there will be some changes on the ETH staking. So everybody that's already invested will have their gains, no problem. Everything is good, but we just have some things we want to discuss with the community this week. That will probably be the main discussion on the AMA tomorrow or the next day. But Tuesday is a major, major bullish announcement. Again, I hate to overhype things, but this could be one of the biggest announcements we've ever done at EMP. So it's a partnership I've been working on for about 2 months, and it's finally coming together. Well, really, it's a partnership I've been working on for the last 5 years, even before EMP. But it was always in the back of my head to get involved through our new protocol, and so we've been in discussions for about 2 months, and it's really exciting. And so this will be the #1 use case for EMP outside of our ecosystem. So those that maybe have a bunch of EMP and maybe they don't want to sell their EMP because they know it hurts the peg, but they don't want to sit on EMP. This could be a massive use case that again not only helps you as the investor for getting involved in another potential revenue generating opportunity, but it also helps the protocol because there's a lot less sell pressure directly on EMP. So again, I can't overstate it, but it's really, really going to be a great opportunity and get our community exposed to another community that has massive, massive participants. So again, I probably already said too much, but all the announcements will be coming on Tuesday, and just get ready. That's all I can say. So, Bull, are you excited? I know I gave you a little bit of alpha, but don't ruin the surprise. So, yeah.
No, man. Like you said, everything is always a work in progress, right? And everything is flowing here, and it's always flowing in that proper direction. You are the master of the tease, but at the end of the day, you always come through with exactly everything that you tease. Some things are a little slower than maybe had anticipated, like the UI, but
yes,
the
UI, right? Yes,
yep, that's right, man. But at the end of the day, it's here. Everybody sees that it's working, and anything else that you have ever talked about in the past, it's been put out. It works. Everybody's been a beneficiary of it. Everybody, at the end of it, is an owner of the protocol. So all the good things that we see, we collectively take ownership in that, right? Because the more that we put into this protocol, and you know, so let me roll back a little bit. It is always great, all the work and AJ and the team is putting in the background and now in the foreground too. But this is really a call to other people to not really just sit by and wait for other people to do things. You know, the best way for you to take control of your financial future is by you doing something. You know, that's not a call to invest financially, but it is a call to invest in yourself. And you know, we talk about this, you know, kind of maybe ad nauseum, but the reality is we have, you know, an incredible opportunity here to, you know, bring other people into this and grow the protocol, and then like see our ownership of the protocol grow with that, you know, in both knowledge and growth of LP, etc. But when we do that, and you know, like AJ's talking about new use cases here and bringing in other people, you know, those are amazing things. But if we look at, there's 5,000 people in Telegram, there's 5,000 people in Discord, there's what do we have now, 1,000 and something on YouTube. If we just, you know, kind of add up those numbers and look, and you know, like this idea of micro marketing, right? Like every little person, like, you know, like little tiny ants, like bringing, you know, something back that they nab from a picnic and bringing it back to the mothership, so to speak, or the hive here. And the thing I like about that is nobody's required to do anything here, right? Everybody that's doing something wants to be doing something. It is possible that maybe some people are in a position they don't know what to do or how to do it, and that is a you know, a source of where I think we could get better too, to, you know, maybe incubate or give kind of a launch pad, if you will, for people to, you know, like how do I do this, or how do I reach out to people? And you know, maybe those are some future classes for the academy, or some a point of discussion on AMA, or in the channels, right? Is to in ways that how can we be better? And you know, I always say that's a very subjective term about being better, because how, you know, better is going to be different to every person, and everybody's skill sets are different. But you know, at the end of the day, I think, you know, just kind of generically speaking, people know what it means for them to be better, and better in crypto really does translate into, you know, more success, and be that personal success, financial success, educational success, however, you know, you want to, you know, define success. That's up to you. And that's one of the great things. Another great thing about crypto is, like, we get to make the definitions here. You get to, you know, you get to literally own a piece of this economy. You know, the decisions that you make have an impact, be it positive or negative, and hopefully they're positive. But you know, at the end of the day, we all have the choice to do these things. And if you don't know how to do something, you'd like to do something, you know, don't feel bashful about asking questions, because some of the greatest things, you know, in the world are people that don't know things but want to do things. And you know, the goal really is to reach out to the people that know how to do those things. And everybody here is an incredible sharer of knowledge of how to do, you know, everything from A to Z, really. And it's something that you're not going to find, I don't think, in other on other crypto channels or platforms. And you know, that's, you know, not throwing shade to them, but the reality here is that there are literally hundreds or thousands of people that, you know, are either actual experts, or you know, experts kind of in training, just kind of waiting to kind of unleash that potential. And you never know what you're capable of until you really take that first step forward. And sometimes maybe the first step forward isn't a step. It's, you know, reaching out your hand to somebody and saying, hey, can you help me with this? Can you help me up? You know, I got knocked down, like Luna punched me to the ground and stomped all over my portfolio and made me feel like shit. What can I do, you know, so that I'm not in that position again, so that I don't have to feel like this? Well, you know, like I said, that first step might not be a first step. It might be you reaching out your hand, and there's going to be 100 people that reach their hand out here to help you. So, you know, just please take advantage of that.
Absolutely, Bill. That's why we have one of the most incredible communities in all of crypto. I mean, we are a breath of fresh air, in my opinion. I've been involved in a lot of projects, and I can undoubtedly say we are among the top 2 or 3 I say number one, but just of all the communities I've ever experienced. So, all right, we're gonna jump right into some questions, and then
Yeah.
yep, we can open it up to the army as well if they have any input. But the first question I see, I have two here on Telegram, Bull, and then maybe if you look through YouTube while I'm talking. But so the first one is from Aaron, long time. Long time listener, Aaron. I was gonna make a joke, but first time caller. But he's made a lot of calls, so that wouldn't work. Anyway, is it possible in the future to have your detonator contract encapsulated into an NFT? So yes, Aaron, absolutely, brother. I think that was a leading question, but for sure, man, we talked about it in a few other AMAs. It will not be ready by this week when we have the detonator upgrades overall, but we are working on encapsulating your nodes as well as your detonator stake as an NFT. So what that means is that right now all of the nodes and detonator stakes are linked to your actual wallet address based on whatever wallet address you deposited from. So you'll be able to mint a new NFT. That will be a small fee, which is a revenue generating stream for us. And then by doing so, it will allow you to take whatever your position in detonator is of what you've deposited and claimed, and encapsulate that as an NFT. So now all that data is encapsulated into the NFT, and you can sell that or transfer it to another wallet address or again to another person in a peer-to-peer marketplace. So say you built up an awesome position in detonator. You've invested say $10,000. You've already gotten about $5,000 out. But that other $5,000 is making money every day through the daily burst. But you don't want to wait an entire year, or you need the money to do something else. You could sell that to another player at $2,000 or something less, because obviously whoever's buying it has to make money as well. But this adds massive liquidity to detonator stake. So one of the quote unquote criticisms of detonator is that once you're in it, you're locked in. So now you'll be able to buy, trade, and sell your NFTs, which again is an encapsulated stake into the detonator, which is massive. I mean, it gives an entirely new secondary market for that. Not only are we making money on minting those, but we're also making money as a fee of the transactions from buying and selling in the marketplace. So it could be a win-win for everybody. It'll be a massive revenue stream for us, and a way to really accumulate some incredible detonator positions without it being exploitative in the system. Meaning, again, all the whale taxes still apply. You're not able to again game the system. You're just able to accumulate a larger position, or again sell out of your position in detonator and maybe use those profits to start all over again and build another position in detonator and continue the cycle. I mean, it's again, we call many things our infinite money loop, but everything in the ecosystem is that closed circle of earning, no matter how you look at it. So all right, hopefully that gets everybody bullish on NFTs.
Can I jump in there really quickly, AJ?
Yeah, go ahead, Bull. Absolutely, bro. Go ahead.
Okay. I did just post an article related to almost exactly what you're talking about, that closed loop system. Sometimes words are very difficult for my mouth to enunciate.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
So I did put that article in the main chat, and it talks about building a moat, so to speak, about around your ecosystem or your product. And I would encourage everybody to read it. And I did, type please read on this, because it maybe gives a little bit deeper understanding, or maybe it'll scratch, kind of some curiosity for people, and like, oh, okay, what are these guys always talking about? Castles and moats, and building walls, and economic leakage, and closed loop systems. It might it might light a fire a little bit for people to do a little bit more research and look and see what the heck we're talking about, and how important it is to do those things, and why EMP is different than so many different ecosystems out there in crypto, because all these principles exist in here right now. That are very, very similar to what's talked about in this article, just briefly. But I know that I've used the analogies for months and months and months about EMP, and here we, it's in written form talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I think people will gain a greater appreciation maybe of what we own here at EMP, and that what we're able to do if we can follow these principles, and strengthen that closed loop system, and bring in more capital, and protect the ecosystem, and protect PEG. And I know we talk about all these little things like this, and we could also maybe do a visual of how these pieces fit together, and why it's so important, and how it benefits everybody to do all these little things, and instead of having that 100x mentality, and just kind of slowly building up your kingdom, and both in LP and in knowledge. So these are all kind of simple economic terms, or economic terms that really maybe everybody should be exposed to a little bit, just to see what's available here for all of us to participate in, and grow together.
Awesome, Bull. Yeah, bro, absolutely. And that, again, we're always here to help educate everybody, not only about EMP, but about overall, economic structures, and how to be a better DeFi user, how to be a better investor, how to be a better person. We're all about mindset here as well, and that plays in perfectly with that. So, Bull, is that in our Telegram chat? Where did you post that, just so people know?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, in the Telegram, I can go ahead and post it in the Discord too, unless somebody's posted it over there already.
All right. Yep. And then post it in the YouTube comments as well. I think you should be able to, so that way people see. All right. And so our next question is from Florida Joe. Good to hear from you, Joe. Again, Drip and EMP Maxi, happy to have you over here, brother. So he says, are we going to have a class in the academy about taking a loan and reinvesting in the protocol for additional profit? So yeah, that was in regards to what I said about 10 minutes ago about being able to collateralize or borrow against your LP positions. And absolutely, brother, we will have not only a class in the academy, but we'll have a full article. I mean, we'll have every way possible of explaining what to do and how to do it. It is a very advanced strategy, and it's not for those that may be a little bit new. There is a lot more risk involved. Again, anytime you borrow or collateralize your assets, there is another layer of risk, because if the market completely dies, or has what we call a Judas candle, or a black swan event, where we can go down 80% in one day, even at these levels, you will lose all of your LP if you borrow too much against it. So we want to make sure not only do we tell everybody how to do it, but we tell everybody how to do it responsibly as well. So absolutely. All right. And speaking of academy, Kirk is here. He has his hand up. I'm sure he has some updates on our academy, maybe even a sneak peek of a video coming. Who knows? I'll let him say. Kirk, how are you, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good, brother. Really good.
Good. Yeah. No, I don't have any visual sneak peeks today. Yesterday was the big day for that. But I was listening, and I'm actually sitting here editing videos for the academy right now while I'm listening. So to the AMA. But yeah, I heard what you were just saying on Florida's question, and yeah, I just wanted to add a little bit to that to let people know that what we're attempting to achieve here with the new academy is a lot more aggressive, I guess, if you will, than the previous. You know, the previous one has basically I can't remember, 12 or so videos, and they're all geared towards bringing somebody up to speed on the ecosystem. And we are going to be doing that to start with as well in the new academy, of course, using the new UI. What is going to be different about this is that this isn't a project that I took on just to mimic the old academy with the new UI. This is going to be an ongoing, living, breathing academy, and there's going to be all kinds of content that's going to go up over time that isn't that core training stuff. So stuff from as simple as how to bridge and how, well, not that that's necessarily simple, but how to bridge or how to connect a MetaMask, those types of things that most people either know or don't know, which doesn't make sense to be in the core academy, but we still want to provide that information. So as soon as we get over this big hurdle of getting everything transferred to the new academy in the new UI, I'm going to be asking the community a lot, what kinds of videos do you want on what topics? And so then we will continue to be making that type of content for sort of ongoing, continuing education, if you will, inside the academy. So it's going to be much bigger than the previous one.
Amazing.
Hey, Kirk, can I ask a question?
Of course.
Okay. So maybe, you know, is it possible for you maybe to talk a little bit about your background and why like your benchmark is so high for the new academy? Is that possible?
Sure. I'd be happy to.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how interesting it is, but I would be happy to do it. Yeah, I have spent my entire career in the marketing, advertising field, and I have sort of a passion about this kind of communication, not necessarily training, but you know, it's been something that I've now come back to with my involvement in EMP. I had done video production and other things for years and years, and had a big business, kind of like AJ, owning other businesses outside. And I don't know if anybody listening has been an entrepreneur, business owner, but I just got sick of the business of dealing with employees and taxes and all that nonsense. So over a long period of time, I phased out having a business like that and started just working for myself and working out of my home way prior to COVID. I've been, you know, a digital nomad or a remote worker for a very long time. And then I moved into some development work, and I taught myself how to code and over many years, and I really loved it. And so I started getting involved with that and used my business connections to get work doing that. And that blossomed into, you know, a very lucrative career doing software development, mostly web-based software development. And I ended up creating some software on spec. And by that, I mean, I would look at a market space that I would hear about, and I would go, oh, I think, what are the players in that space? And is there a chance that there's something being missed? And if so, I will go ahead and develop this software platform on spec, and then I'll either partner with somebody who's an expert in the industry, or I'll just flat out sell it. And I did that a bunch. And the last time that I did it, I built a huge thing in the healthcare space, and I ended up selling it, but they wanted me to come on board as a partner too. And so I did. And that was maybe 5 years ago. And so from that point forward, just built more and more onto the software. And one of the things that I end up building into this platform of a bunch of different tools was a learning management system. And so that is the learning management system that we are going to be using for the new academy. So when I knew that there was a new academy coming, I talked to AJ and wanted to make sure I wasn't stepping on any toes or anything, but I really wanted to be able to offer that to the community as a, you know, somewhat of a way to give back, but also a way for me to continue my own training and education, if you will. And because, you know, while a lot of these concepts are not new to me in terms of building this kind of software and stuff, you know, DeFi is still new to me, relatively speaking. So I'm really enjoying, you know, getting my getting my feet more than wet, getting them soaking up to my knees, doing all this now. And so that's kind of what brought me from where I was to this. And, you know, it's interesting. It's a small world, and AJ knows I'm now having people contact me to potentially do this kind of thing on other areas, other protocols and stuff. I don't know that I want to do that, but it's flattering.
Totally, Kirk. Yeah, man. Well, and that's an amazing point that you made too about how we pride ourselves on hiring from within. I mean, you know, anybody that's in the VIP group, you know, that's a great stepping stone to be part of the army. And then again, the army is our best of the best, and we've hired a lot of people with their own specialties in the army to do work for us. And I mean, not only is that an amazing opportunity for everybody getting that, but it's also amazing for us because now we have people that are vested into EMP. They know our ecosystem. They know how they can best help us, and now they're getting paid to do that. So yeah, Kirk has been amazing. Again, Julius is another amazing example of that. He's the one that did all of our graphics for the new UI. Again, he was an investor first, and he sent me some screenshots and said, hey, you know, I love EMP. I want to be more involved. I really would love to redo the UI. And then, you know, 3 months later, now we are one of the best, most incredible UIs in all of crypto. And same with Kirk. I mean, he, again, was doing the DeFi debrief, has this extensive background. And, you know, we said, hey, will you help us with the academy? And now, once it rolls out, I think we're going to have, again, one of the best academies in all of crypto, if not, you know, online education, period.
No, it'll be the best. It'll be the best, bro. We know that. Like, EMP Academy set the benchmark for education for DeFi. They set that benchmark. Now Kirk is going to raise that benchmark up a little bit higher.
Absolutely, no doubt. And again, that's a call to action for all of you listening too. We would love to again have you step up. I mean, we're always looking for people that are most active. If you think you have a skill set that you can bring to EMP to make it that much better, we want you to be involved. We want you to be here, and we want you to grow together with us. And that's what Bull says all the time, and me as well, that we are all owners in this ecosystem. Again, we did not do an ICO, you know, we did not have a pre-sale. We're not issuing tokens. The smart contract that we launched issues tokens based on, again, supply and demand and the vesting schedule of eShares. But there is no central entity. Everybody in the ecosystem is a part owner of the ecosystem, and that is really powerful overall. And again, that is a testament to what everybody else that here building is doing to help their own bags, and then by proxy helping all of our other all the rest of us here. So yeah, Kirk, amazing job, brother. Again, I know you and I have been working in the background, updating some curriculum and some scripts. I know we're gonna hopefully have the first round out in maybe a week or two, so bear with us. And anybody that wants to take the old academy, it is still relevant. It may be a little confusing because the UI is different, but a lot of that info is still relevant. There is a little bit of outdated info, but not much. And so really, if you want to learn, that is the best way. And now, pretty much all those videos, or at least the content of those videos, are on YouTube. So please go back and watch our YouTube videos that are standalone videos. They're anywhere from 5 minutes to a half an hour, and that will help you tremendously. So yeah, Kirk, we're excited. Are you still on track for 1 or 2 weeks maybe before we see the first round?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm a lot of people that I'm sure that are in this space, and that I'm harder on myself than anybody ever is on me.
Sure.
So I am, working as
I
fast
better
as
step it up then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Working hard on it. I'm going to be dedicating most of this whole week to it. Sort of like taking a week off from my other job because I want to make sure to get it done. So I will get it done as fast as possible, but I want it to be the quality that we all want and expect here at EMP, and that's important to me too. So yeah, I will hopefully, we'll be able to announce a hard date for launch pretty soon.
Perfect. All right, awesome. Well, we'll keep everybody updated. Again, you can click on our new UI on the left-hand side of the main navigation. The EMP Academy link will take you to the old Academy. You can absolutely sign up there. And we also want you to click the link on the homepage for the new Academy. That will bring up an email list. So you'll have first dibs at the new Academy when it does launch. Please sign up for that email list. It is the #1 way to stay in touch with us. And everything that we send you will not be spammy. It's from me directly. And shout out to all of you that have already signed up for that and have given some incredible responses. It's truly humbling and overwhelming for me to hear, how much EMP has changed a lot of lives, how, all of you appreciate being something different in the crypto space, the education, how important that is. I mean, I read literally every one of those responses, so thank you. And again, we're just getting started. So this is only the beginning, and we have big plans. So make sure you're engaged with us as much as possible. So. All right, we have time for a few more here. LA, are you there? I don't know if LA is still around.
I'm
Hey,
here.
hey, LA. So a few things. I know you just posted a link for James Pelton, and then I don't know if you want to give us some updates on some articles that are coming out and anything else. Go ahead.
Yeah, James Pelton has a Twitter post up right now. He was just saying he's got some spare BNB and what should he invest it in, and he has a little poll on his Twitter, and one of the options is should he buy more EMP. So I said everyone go vote, buy more EMP, because obviously it's a no-brainer. Also, yeah, over the last week, I think I've written like 5 new articles. So we've got lots of new articles coming out on Medium because we have so much exciting news happening right now. We've got the Detonator upgrades happening. We've got the alpha coming on Tuesday about the new use case. And we've got just so much exciting stuff happening. So definitely watch out. There's going to be lots of new Medium articles being dropped, and I'll be sharing all of that with you. And then also just a reminder, on the homepage of the new UI, on the announcement tab, you can find a bunch of announcements, and one of them links you to the post about all of the YouTube links that we've had so far covering the new UI. Please, please, please make sure that you've taken the time to visit all of them and leave a like and a comment on every single one of those videos. That's going to help send them out to so many more people and have them show up higher on search history or search results when people search for DeFi or Ethereum or yield farming or any of those different topics that they're searching for on YouTube. We want EMP related stuff to pop up first. And so if we can all do our part and do those little things, the videos about our project are going to be at the forefront of everybody's mind, and they're going to pop up first, and we're going to just take over the whole internet. So if we can each just do those tiny little things that take 30 seconds, then it can make a huge impact.
Absolutely, LA, 100%. And speaking of that, even here on our own YouTube page, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. If you're here watching live, that always helps every day. Give us a little bit of love. And for sure, I mean, we do have that running list that LA just said about all of our social media coverage, but it's spreading like wildfire. I mean, we did a large coordinated effort with the new UI, but now we're getting a ton of organic coverage as well from YouTubers I personally have never heard of, which is awesome. Not only is that good for us, but it's good for them. I mean, getting exposed through our EMP community is really important, and vice versa. So, anybody you see make a video, please take 2 seconds to like and just say welcome or feedback on their video. That goes a long, long way. And yeah, I mean, we also had one of James Pelton's video go somewhat viral. He does an ongoing series of all of his investments and what makes the most in a given month. And this past month, EMP was #1 out of all of his investments, of about 12 of them, I think. And it was a 70% return in 1 month because ETH was on a tear. So that's why, again, it's so powerful to be in EMP because you have exposure to Ethereum while you're earning as well. So, and yeah, that video had over 7,000 or 6,000 views the last time I looked at it. So that's great news. And again, anybody looking at that sees us as, you know, the best return. So, all right. I think,
One
guys,
more,
yeah, go ahead, Ellie.
sorry, just one more thing to add. And if you do come across a video where they might not be sharing 100% the best strategy in the world, take that as an opportunity to very politely and kindly to use that as a way to educate their viewers, because sometimes those people have huge subscriber counts and they're actually sharing strategies that might not actually be the best for our protocol. So a really good way to go about it is to start out by leaving a really positive comment and say, thank you so much for doing this video featuring EMP. I really appreciate it. And then do a little bit of constructive criticism and then leave off with a positive comment, like a sandwich. I don't know if you've ever learned that tactic, but it's called the sandwich approach. You know, positive, constructive criticism, positive. And that's a good way to get them to not delete the comment and have that up there. Because if it's just kind of rude, they'll probably delete it.
Yes, and everybody loves a comment sandwich, right, LA? Yes. So no doubt. And yeah, again, that is a great way to even create loyalty. I mean, we saw it with a few other YouTubers that have maybe not had the best strategy, and so we were able to tell them where they're going wrong, so to speak. And now they're some of the biggest investors in our protocol. I mean, so again, as long as you're you know, compassionate and nice about it, it really can be a perfect learning opportunity and convert those people into long-time supporters. And that's the beauty about education. I mean, you know, you can build an incredible brand loyalty if you simply just help someone. I mean, you know, we're here to add value, and whether that is through EMP directly or just by, you know, telling someone how to bridge funds or how to, you know, set up your ledger through one of our articles. I mean, anybody that finds value at EMP without having to invest, they will be even more loyal in the future. And again, that is something that not I don't see any other crypto project doing that. And, you know, we're incorporating marketing tactics from the real world. Again, that's, you know, I've been successful outside of crypto, and we're bringing all that to this space and really doing things super different than a lot of other protocols. So, all right, enough about that. Let me see what there was one more thing I want to mention. Oh, yes, speaking of our influencers and our academy, Chris Farell, he is a British radio host that runs an online academy of his own for crypto noobs or crypto users. A lot of you here that have been the most loyal to us found our protocol through Chris. I have an AMA with him tomorrow at 2 p.m. So I do think that it's for his subscribers to his course. Only there may be a paywall. I'm not sure on that. If there isn't, I will post a link to the AMA tomorrow. And even if there is, I would highly recommend, especially if you're new to crypto, it may be worth subscribing or paying for that opportunity with Chris, because he is one of the most fantastic teachers I have ever met in my life, and he will be doing some guest coverage on the EMP Academy. So he has some modules that he will be doing with us. Again, has an awesome British radio voice. He was in radio. I know Marty, one of our British team members, recognizes Chris. So again, really awesome guy, and I will be doing an AMA with him at 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And I should be able to have a recording as well for those that don't miss it or don't want to buy Chris's subscription. I should have a recording. So anyway, shout out to Chris. Much love to him and his community. And that will be another round of eyeballs getting involved in EMP or maybe even adding to their position. So man, it's a party all over the place. Another YouTuber and video extraordinaire, Austin Clark, is in the chat. Austin, what's up, brother? How are you? He says, yeah, yeah, when dumb YouTubers cough cough tell you to zap EMP, that's not correct. So yeah, Austin was a perfect example of what I was saying earlier. You know, he made a mistake in one of his early videos. Randy from Discord, Red1, was able to help him learn from that. And now Austin is one of our most, you know, loyal supporters and wants to help everybody learn how to interact with our ecosystem the best way possible. So shout out to you, Austin. Always appreciate you, brother. So, all right, Bull. Anything? We're already ready for Detonator, bro. But anything else you want to wrap up real fast before we move over
Now
to
let's
Detonator?
let's roll into Detonator, bro.
All right, awesome. Give me 1 minute. Let me pull it up.
And of course, if you're a live winner, jump on and share your excitement with us.
All right, one more second here. All right, here it is. Hopefully it's coming through on YouTube. Again, apologies for the delay. We've been having some delays on our live stream for the video capture, but you should be able to follow along just as good. 12 minutes left before the rollover, so everybody get ready. I'll run through it as fast as I can here. But Detonator is our shining light in the ecosystem. We call it our gateway drug into EMP. For those that may not, you know, get overwhelmed by the rest of our protocol, EMP and Detonator is pretty much as straightforward as it gets. It is a daily ROI contract. You transact an EMP ETH LP, that's half EMP, half Ethereum. You pair that up. If you don't know how to do that manually, you can hit the Zap In button on the page here, and it will do it for you. Remember, sometimes when you zap in, you also still have to deposit those LPs. Sometimes it does it in two separate transactions, but sometimes the second transaction fails. So you may have to still deposit in, but your LP is not lost. It's in your wallet. So I saw a question about that yesterday. But those then once you deposit into Detonator, those LPs are locked, which means you do not have access to them anymore, but you're given a percentage of that deposit back to you every day. And that is called our daily burst. It's anywhere from 0.5 up to 0.8% per day. It's not 1% a day. It is a 365% ROI, but that does not translate into APR. So there, it is a little confusing sometimes. But regardless, we're offering incredible returns that are very, very sustainable, with that model. So the daily burst is your absolute minimum that you're getting every day, but it could be much more than that with the daily volume, because a portion of all the deposits into Detonator, 6% of those are distributed amongst everybody in Detonator based on their pool size or pool share. So that is why, again, the best day to be in Detonator was yesterday, but the second best day is today. So we have 98,000 LP in the pool balance. That is $5.4 million. Just absolutely killing it. We're growing by about 30 users a day now, which is awesome. We're almost at 3,800 total users, and we're giving away over $100,000 a day here in Detonator. 1% of the pool goes to the largest depositor, which right now is 99 LP. We'll see if that holds up. It usually happens in the last 1 or 2 minutes. We call those our snipers. So look out for the snipers, and we'll see who wins that prize. And then we also give a 1% pool prize pool to a random lottery winner. And we say lottery, but really it is a giveaway or a raffle, because if you end up losing the lottery or raffle, you still get credit for your deposit. So, Bull, you want to go into the lottery? Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, of course, man. So, one of the great things here at EMP is that large sniper, largest deposit award, 1% of the pool balance that AJ just described. Another great thing is the random winner here, the lottery winner, the raffle winner, the winner of the golden ticket, whatever you want to call it. It's 1% of the pool balance. Currently, that's about $55,000. A lot of people would ask, how is that sustainable? Well, if you are the winner of that, that just gets put into your deposit, which gets locked, and you can take out a small amount every day if you wanted to. We talk about a 5-2-6-1 strategy or 6-1 strategy where you're compounding 6 days a week, claiming once, just like a job, just like a paycheck. But let's go get into the lottery a little bit here. So you can get tickets through 2 different ways: depositing LP. 0.15 LP is how a ticket would be acquired. That's $8.36 right now. The LP is EMP ETH LP. You can have a maximum of 50 tickets or 7.5 LP. Normally, on any given day, we've been having about 10,000 tickets put in, and so if you had one ticket that you bought for $8.36 an LP, you would have a 1 in 10,000 chance of winning. So, but like I said, you can have a maximum of 50 tickets through deposit or compounded. If you're a person that has previously deposited and you have a principal amount here, you will actually see it growing every single day through compound. And not just the great thing here that it's 365 on that deposit by hitting that compound button. That you're going to be growing that principal deposit every day, but you're going to be earning lottery tickets as long as you're compounding greater than 0.12 LP. And so you can have a maximum of 50 through that mechanism. So a total of 100. And there's only one ticket that wins per day. If the largest depositor wins, they're automatically disqualified from winning the random. So the great thing about the fact that it's only one ticket, a lot of people tell you, well, I only have one ticket, I don't have any chance. Well, you actually have a really good chance, and there's a really high what's called expected value for your deposit of that one ticket, partly because it's 365, but another reason is it's a chance of winning that life-changing money And, it has the possibility of growing because it's EMP, ETH, LP. And if you're in DeFi, you believe that ETH is going to be more in the future than it is right now. So multiple ways to win, even if you don't win that, that random lottery on that day. The day rolls over after 24 hours at 12 a.m. UTC every single day. So if you didn't win today, you have another chance tomorrow. Currently, what do we have left, AJ? 5 minutes or so?
Yeah, bro, about
Yep.
6 minutes. Yep, you got it.
Okay, so I can really rant for a while. Just kidding, people. I'm not going to do that. But the point is that if you are a person that plays raffles or scratch offs in the real world, that ticket, if you don't win, it's a loser. It's sitting on the floor of your car, or if you're industrious, you just threw it away. But the reality here is this is a kind of a ticket that keeps on giving. When you deposit it, you're still going to get that 365. There's a few different ways to maximize your chances at winning in the detonator here that I'm not going to get into on the live stream, but I'm happy to answer any questions in the channel about that. But the point is that you have this is a 365 contract, 3.65x ROI, not APR. So this is going to grow over time, and as we see ETH escalate in price too, you're going to see the value of your LPs blow up. And sure, ETH was worth more 4 months ago, but we all think it's going to be worth more in the future. So the good thing about getting into this right now, at least looking into it, is that ETH is 60% off its all-time high, or 70%, and so you effectively have a time machine right now to get into a lottery that has a really good chance at changing your life here, in terms of price appreciation, winning the lottery, the 365 ROI. There's so many mechanisms that are really amazing for you to really kind of increase your gains on your deposit. And the great thing is tomorrow is a new day. If you didn't win yesterday or today, there's always tomorrow. And the great thing about EMP is it's a monstrous ROI machine that keeps on growing. The pool balance keeps on growing, and it's attached to an incredible ecosystem. And that EMP ETH LP is about $18 million in liquidity. So this is a beast of a contract that's going to be around for years to come.
Awesome, Bull. Hell yeah, man. I know you and I see the vision. Everybody here has seen the vision, and it's shaping up. I mean, we're closing in on our 6-month anniversary of Detonator. It launched about 1 month after EMP launched, and so out of those 6 months, other than maybe like 3 or 4 days of just barely breaking even, the pool balance has grown exponentially. Again, I think there was a statistic in a previous article where month after month, Detonator has been up about 80% a month, month after month, which is just insane. So again,
read the comment quickly in YouTube. The last one.
You read it. Go ahead, Bull.
Okay, so this is from Mujafa. Everything is possible with EMP, and even if you get few tickets, I've won 3 times. Just build your LP. That is the secret. Perfect advice.
Yes, man, no doubt. And that is the beauty of our ecosystem. It is very, very fair because you're only allowed to get 100 tickets max per wallet. There's no way that somebody can game the system and get an unfair advantage. And consistency pays off. Not only does compounding help you again, build your position in Detonator and increase your compound interest, but it also is the best way to accumulate those daily tickets through our mechanism. So, you don't have to be a whale. Some people say Detonator's a whale's game, but that could not be farther from the truth because anybody, no matter what their size, as long as they're compounding more than claiming, can have exponential gains. And again, if they win the lottery, it is life-changing money. and this is all lossless. So I mean, if you go to the gas station and get a scratch off and lose, and ask for your money back, they're gonna laugh at you. Here at EMP, you can accomplish that and actually create a revenue stream from your deposit. So really incredible. But all right, here we go, Bull. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Some nice last minute volume already. 98,239 LP. We'll see if today's the day we break that illustrious 100,000 LP. We may get close. I don't know. It could be today. It could be tomorrow. Either way, gains all around. So here we go, everybody. 1 minute left. Make sure you're compounding last minute. And if you are the winner, we'd love to hear from you live on Telegram or type in the comments and celebrate with us. So, Bull, we got about 50 seconds. Anything?
Good luck, everybody.
All right, there you go. That's all they need. Good luck. And we'll see if we get some snipers. Right now, 99 LP is the winner. We'll see if that holds up. That would be an absolutely massive payday, a 10x. If that is the winner, we'll see what happens. But here we go. Good luck. 30 seconds. 25 seconds. Will we break 10,000 tickets, Bull? 20 seconds.
I believe so. Yep. There we just did.
All right, here we go.
Bam.
15 seconds. Good luck, everybody. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Will that 99 hold up? Let me refresh. I think it might have.
I don't. Hang on. $10,500 tickets, in case anybody was wondering.
All right, awesome. I'm trying to refresh. I'm lagging here on live stream. We'll see what it was. Anybody on
128?
All right, 128. 128 takes it down. Wow, amazing day for them. Almost a 10x on the EMP largest deposit prize. So congrats to them. And even with that, we've had awesome volume. We're at 99,000 LP. So today could very well be the day that we break that illustrious 100,000 LP. Weekends, again, seem to be a little bit slow from the sniper front. So maybe that is some alpha for you attending all of the AMAs all the way to the end. Maybe you try to snipe on a weekend. You may be able to get a really good deal. So, but yeah, another incredible day. Bull, man, just everything is still working extremely well. We still are hovering around PEG. We go above and below PEG. Remember, the worst thing you can do is dump EMP for profit. You want to take that EMP and utilize it to make more LP and use that to earn more eShares. And again, we have a major use case announcement on Tuesday for EMP. And those of you dumping your EMP now are going to be really sad that you couldn't have used them in a much better way after Tuesday. So yeah, go ahead, Bull. I'm going to pull up the desktop. But any last comments or questions or
closing words?
Yeah, closing words. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think most people here. Oh wow, we're at 999,000 LP right now. So tomorrow might be the day. I think tomorrow is going to be the day. You know, it's a fresh new month, the start of a new month, day one. So I think we'll be there. But I think everybody here knows what to do. We just need to, make sure that we don't give into that temptation or fear of ETH pumping or dumping, or what do they call it? The pump or the pump pamping or damping. I'm not all with the crypto language too much, but there's so many, and I'm older, so I always got to, find a translator for some things. But the point really is that we're always going to have new people entering where they don't know what to do. So our job here as business owners, right? Because this is a business, this is and we're all owners of this ecosystem. We want to encourage everybody new that comes into the community how to utilize the system and keep it growing, keep moving it ahead. And that's really the key is to use that EMP as a utility, use it for gas in the system or as seeds, however you want to look at it. That EMP isn't the thing that you really want to sell at all, because that's going to hurt your ability to produce eShares in the future. And eShares are really the volatile thing, and we've seen that over here in the past week, right? I think we hit a high of about 1,050 on eShares or so, and we're at 650 right now. So right now is the time where we're seeing, if we're people that were new to the system and hadn't been involved, like in the PEG wave and the boardroom printing. And I think some people that hadn't seen that got a taste of it a little bit and were like, oh, okay, wow. Oh, wow. I got a lot of EMP. What am I supposed to do with it? And maybe we can do a better job too of giving those options about what to do and what to check out to actually utilize that EMP or to hold on to it. And like you said, AJ, you got some use case, really big use case coming on Tuesday. But my point is that we're going to be seeing new people come in, especially with the marketing push that these guys are making here. And then with that, new people, the goal here is always education, positive, constructive, feeding those people sandwiches, as LA put it, right? The good, tasty sandwiches of helpfulness and constructive criticism, and just making sure they're on the right track so that the ecosystem kind of keeps building, keeps moving down the track. And we keep hitting those financial goals that we want to in the system of seeing our LP grow and, trying to make sure that boardroom is on. And the best way to do that is to make sure that obviously we're above 101. And the number one way to do that is we don't sell EMP. We have use case for either within the system or outside of the system. And with that, right, when ETH pumps, it doesn't matter. If ETH dumps, it doesn't matter. We can't control that. So if we keep an eye on the prize and keep watching LP, we're going to notice that, oh, wow, like it doesn't matter that that ETH is dumping. And I'll just put out like a little macro example. 2 months ago, when we had been on a 50-day run, and we saw eShare basically go from 300 to 3,000 in a very stair-step manner. It wasn't, overnight. It slowly built up from 300 to 3,000 per eShare. But that happened because we were on that PEG run, that we were above that TWAP of 1.01 for over 50, I think it was 55 days, if I'm not mistaken. But the point is that when we can stay above that 101 and we can keep printing, we can see eShare really just explode in value. And that's when people really pile into this. And the thing to point out here is that we did that, while ETH was losing 40% of its value. And so that it is a really good example of that. The price of ETH doesn't matter so long as we keep our just focused on our growth of LP, and just keep growing our farms, and maybe your positions in the detonator, especially if LP is cheaper. If we keep pumping, ETH and have that consistent buy pressure on EMP, we are going to see eShare price explode. And so, like I always do, encourage people to sell a little bit of their eShare to get us above 101, because if you sell 10% of your eShare, it's going to drive down the price of eShare a little bit. But the benefit of that is the 90% of the eShare that you're holding is probably going to be worth more tomorrow when we go above 101 or 102 or 103 or 104. And the reality is, at the end of the day, we're completely in control of that, regardless if ETH pumps or dumps.
Absolutely, brother. And that is, again, one of the major misconceptions in the protocol. And once you finally understand that, it really proves the power of what we have here. So awesome, Bull. Well, again, man, amazing words of wisdom from our crypto dad, Bull Gates. Much love, Bull. Thanks for always being my co-host with the most, brother. So on that note, I'm going to wrap it up. We're going to have a lot of info coming this week So get ready. Again, don't miss, never miss these AMAs, but this week you definitely don't want to miss what we have in store, especially on Tuesday. Again, some major use case coming to EMP. So, all right, everybody. Thanks to all of you for being here. Again, much love. Shout out to all of you. And we're just continuing to stack our Ethereum. And EMP is just continuing to thrive no matter what the market does. So, all right. Good night. Good day. We'll see you tomorrow.